Miss Ehrlich here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about comparing numbers. When we compare numbers, we're trying to figure out which number is more or greater, or which number is less and fewer. And we have some symbols or some signs to help us figure them out. So here we go. So first, let's talk a little bit about these symbols. This is the less than symbol. The less than symbol has the point on the right-hand side, and it's open towards the left. Can you do it with your hand? Good job. Greater than sign, my pink one. It's open towards me, the big opening, and the point is on this side. Can you do that with your hand? Make it this way. Good job. The equal sign, equal, or you can do it with your fingers. Equal, equal means the same as. So when we look at these numbers to compare them, we're going to use the place value. We're going to use our tens place and our ones place to figure out, or even our hundreds place, to figure out which number is greater and which number is less. And there might be one that is equal to, so keep your eye out, okay? All right, we're going to start on this side, and then we'll get to these. So let's start with this one. 87 and 72. When we compare numbers, you always want to look at the tens place first. Or if you have one with 3 digits, you want to look at the hundreds place first. You always want to look at the very first place value in the numbers that you're comparing. So I'm going to underline the first place value I'm looking at. So I'm looking at my 8, my tens place value, and my 7. Which is greater, 8 or 7? 8 is greater than 7. Good job. So I'm going to write greater than. So where we read this like we read a book, left to right, 87 is greater than 72. Good job. Here we go. Let's look at the next one. The next one, these numbers have 3 digits. So we need to look at the first place value, which is a 1 here and a 1 here. Well, they both have ones. What do I do? Well, you're gonna look at the second place value. So if the first place value numbers are the same, which they are, a 1 and a 1, I need to look at my second place value, which is the tens place. So I'm now looking at my 1 and my 0. So I'm going to compare that. Which one is greater, the 1 or the 0? The 1 is greater. Good job. So this one, 114, is greater than 109. So both of these are greater than. 114 is greater than 109 because 114 is a greater number. Like if I had 114 cookies and you had 109 cookies, who would have more? I would have more. I'd share with you, don't worry. So let's go ahead and look how we use our symbols instead of words. Miss Ehrlich should have done that one a less than 1, but it's okay. Let's go on. So now we're going to use our symbols to help us figure out how to compare these numbers. The first one is 63 and 75. What place value do we need to look at first to be able to compare these numbers? The tens place, the first place value. So we need to look at the 6 and the 7. Well, which one's greater and which one's less? The 6 is less than the 7. So which symbol do we need to put in here? Because we read from left to right. 63 is what to 75? $63 is less than 75. So just a little trick or a little tip that the little point goes towards the lesser number and the big opening goes towards the greater number. But you always read it left to right. 63 is less than 75. All right, let's move on. Let's look at our next one. 116, 106. Let's see. So we need to look at our first place value, which is our hundreds place. We have a 1 and a 1. Well, if they're the same, then we need to look at the next place value. So we have a 1 and a 0. Which is greater? 1 or 0, and which is less? We know 1 is greater than 0. If you want to, you can show me with your hand. Which way will the sign go? Will it go this way? Or will it go that way? All right, so we know 1 is greater than 0. So we know 116 is the greater number. So let's read it from left to right. 116 is greater than 106. Here we go. 25 and 29. We always look at the first place value. So we have a 2 first and a 2 first. Even if we have a 2-digit number and the first ones are the same, you always have to look at the next place value. The 2's are the same, so now we need to look at our 1's place. A 5 and a 9. Which one's greater, 5 or 9? And which one's less? We know 5 is less than 9, and 9 is greater than 5. So which is the sign that we're going to put in? Is it going to go this way, or is it going to go this way? 25 is less than 29. We know 29 is greater. So let's read it. Read it with me. 25 is less than 29. Good job, guys. A couple more. 102, 104. This one might be a little tricky, but I know you can do it. Let's look at the first place value. This is our hundreds place. 100 and 100. Well, if they're the same, you move to the next place value. Uh-oh. This one has a 0, and this one also has a 0. Well, if that's the same, then we move to our next place value and compare those numbers. 2 and 4. Which one's less and which one's greater? I know that 2 is less than 4, and 4 is greater than 2. So which symbol am I going to put? Will it go this way, or will it go this way? 2 is less. Think about which way the point is going to be. The point is going to go towards your lesser number, and the opening is going to go towards the greater number. Read it with me. 102 is less than 104. Last one on this side. 96, 96. Let's look at the place values. A 9 and a 9. they're the same. We move to the next place value, a 6 and a 6. Uh-oh. They have the same exact numbers. So which symbol will they put in? Equal to. Good job. Let me get my blue. 96 is equal to 96. All right, last one's over here. On this section, I want you to think of a number that fits in the blank. Here we go. 95 is greater than what number? What number could go here? 95 is greater than what? So that means 95 is going to have to be the greater number. So can you think of a number less than 95? What is it? All right, good job. My number was 56. Because I know the 5 in the tens place is less than the 9 in the tens place on this side. 95 is greater than 56. All right, here's your next one. Think of a number that's going to fit this blank. 57 is less than what number? So if 57 is the lesser number, can you think of a number that's greater than 57? What is it? Good job. My number was 81. Last one. Blank is greater than 36. So think of a number that's greater than 36. Say it out loud. Awesome! My number is 120. 120 is greater than 36. Awesome job today, guys. Bye.